All right, we are back once again, Fairgrounds, E-Plex, because this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it's the More Expo. It's all about overlanding, off-roading, and we've got some great things to look. We've got Aaron, come on in here, Aaron Matkowski, and he's with Artemis, the Overland Hardware. And when you talk about hardware, there is a bunch of it here, isn't there?
Yeah, what did you bring to the Expo?
Well, I have everything to do with camping and off-roading. So I have a store here in Springfield. I have a website, artemisoverland.com, and I sell all these products. I have 4,000 products I sell that has to do with camping and off-roading.
This is great stuff. There's quite a market for this. Let's start with what's behind you real quick, because I'm itching to hear how this works. Look at the tent on top of this little, not a little ATV, but this is really cool.
So this is I sell a lot of rooftop tents, and a rooftop tent is a whole tent system that goes on top of a car. It pops right up. You can climb up in it, sleep, and then get back out. You don't have to pull a tent out and set it up on the ground. You're up off the ground for varmints and things not to attack you.
There's a lot more comfort in having something, and not only comfort physically, but peace of mind comfort.
Yeah. I sell 5 different brands of rooftop tents. There's soft shell ones that we can see a little bit, and there's hard shell ones. Some are easy to set up, some are a little harder to set up, but it makes camping a lot more fun.
Yeah, this is amazing. I said ATV, I should have said SUV, but there's ATVs out here as well. But Aaron, you have something else back here that you're actually going to demonstrate.
Yeah, just to show how easy it is to do a rooftop tent. Pretend like this is your vehicle, and you put a tent on top, and we can go over here, and I can open this up.
And because that's one thing that, being in the great outdoors doesn't mean you have to necessarily be driving spikes and, moving big, heavy canvas things around.
Goodness. Yeah. There's this tent right here is the easiest thing I have.
All right.
I'm just gonna, loosen the latches, which I have, and you're done.
No way.
Oh, it sets itself up.
So there's a ladder you climb up from the side, and this is from South Africa, and the South Africans do a lot of camping. I have a lot of Australian products, and they have a lot of wilderness they have to camp through. So this is a really heavy-duty tent.
But I mean, even seeing this and the one you showed us on the SUV, there are so many different models that you have for people for all different needs.
Sure, there is. There's in all different price ranges, and I try to cover that. I have a tent that starts out about $1,000, and they go all the way up to $5,000.
Yeah.
So it just depends what you're looking for, and the easier they are to use, the a little more expensive they are. But they're all very quality materials.
Well, and like you said, this takes a lot of the work out of it. I can remember when I was a kid, my dad setting up the tent in the backyard. It was like an all-day thing.
Oh, sure.
And it's come so far, thank goodness. And this just makes it so much easier. I've never seen anything like this.
Oh, yeah. I actually enjoy setting up setting up camp.
Yeah.
I hate tearing it down. So this makes it easier both ways.
And I would imagine also it's different tents for different needs. I mean, someone may be a weekend camper, someone may want to get way out in the middle of nowhere, so you probably have different levels as well.
That's exactly right. I do a lot of people that just go out on the weekends and camp. And I just had a guy come in the other day. He's going to be on the road for 3 months. And he just wants to he's going to live out of a rooftop tent, and has all his stuff. He's going out west. So, that's kind of the big thing about all this.
Are you also going to have folks here who can show you how to fix up your SUVs and things to be able to accommodate this type of equipment?
Oh, sure. I have several people that will be here to talk about everything I sell. We try to have actually a consulting service, so we can just tell you everything you need from the beginning to the end. Costs a lot to start out all at one time. People are like, oh, I want to buy this, this, and this, but really it's just a process, and you just build it as you go and kind of figure out what you need as you're out on the road.
Yeah.
Well, it's like anything else. If you want to get into it, you want to get in it with really good, well-made equipment, understand how to set it up, and have somebody like you to help us out with it if we get tripped up. But I mean, when people are talking about going off-roading, we're talking about going way off. Like you said, the guy that wants to be gone for 3 or 4 months in seclusion, and you can do this in a comfortable way now.
Oh, sure, yeah. We're really fortunate here in the Ozarks. We're really close to the national forests in Arkansas and even Missouri, and you just drive out there and there's logging roads you can drive down. You don't have to have a major off-road vehicle. You can just go out there and drive, and you need a little bit of four-wheel drive to get over stuff, but then you can just set up camp pretty much wherever you want to. And
yeah, so if you want to do it, it's a good idea to do it the right way. Aaron, thank you so much for being with us. We do appreciate it. All right.
Absolutely. We will have more from the More Expo out at the fairgrounds when we come back. Stay with us.